Alright, first up, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rekah Kodash, the blessings to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, peace and salutation to all Akimod doing this work in all sincerity and in all truth. Shalom to the elect men, children out there. This is the Akai War from James, Jamaica. And if you hear some noise in the background, I have some cocks that are crowing, roosters, I should say, are crowing early morning, and the roosters are out, coming off roost, So basically, just want to get into this lesson, make it as quick and edifying as possible to the elect men and children out there. Basically, as you see the headline here, it says, many words, zero missiles, why Israel refrains from striking Iran. And we all know that nothing, and let's put it this way, we all should know that nothing happens before times. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushai set times and dates, season, and it shows us signs, when things are gonna get real serious in this place, because we know that the times that are coming are gonna get real serious. But there are prophecies. We always bring this out, that there are prophecies out there to be fulfilled before certain things really actually take place. And we are in a very prophetic time. So we know that these things have to come to pass. We've seen the signs, we've seen the effects, we've seen the visions, but everything have a time to happen, as it is written in Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Yeah. So basically, the scripture is saying is that the vision, when you go into the word vision there, it's actually going to the prophecies. It's telling you that the prophecies are for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Alright, I'm gonna go into my other device here and basically bring up the scripture, the same scripture from Habakkuk 2 and verse 3. And basically I'm going to go into the word. I'm going into the word the vision. It says for the vision. And the word there for vision is from the Hebrew word chazawan. And it says vision, ecstatic state, vision, night vision, oracle. It says oracle, prophecy. Is in? So the word there for vision is going into the prophecy. So these prophecies are for an appointed time. And we know that the scripture said in Jeremiah 49 and verse 20 that the least of the flock shall draw them out. And the least of the flock is these Amalekites, which are the so-called Israelis. Alright, the so-called Israelis, which are really the Amalekites from the scriptures. Coming back in their spirit, man, in this time period. So these are the ones who's gonna draw America out into this third world war. And basically the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai says the vision is for an appointed time. So nothing actually happens before the time that is prescribed for it to happen. And everything happened according to all Yahweh Hashem Yahushai predict it to happen, or say it's gonna happen, man. And how do we speak? The scripture says him speak through the mouths of his prophets. See? That's why we as men of the Lord, as oracles of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, see? We are here to speak these things into being. See? And for years, starting with the apostles, elders on down, has been bringing out all these precepts. So when the time we are seeing that all these things are coming to pass, man. See? And this is a major prophecy that is gonna come. See? That is gonna draw the US military out. Because Israel is going to attack Iran. See? And their defense will be America. But as it is written here, this is a vision that is for an appointed time. And the appointed time is closely coming to pass. See? It is close to coming. Because as I said before, the signs and the effects are theirs. They are out there. See? We are hearing of other skirmishes, wars and rumors of wars. We see signs in the heaven. The scripture tell all about these things that are come to pass. See? When this stress of nations, Luke 21 and verse 25 on. See? So we know that our redemption is nigh. See? The prophecy of the MOTB, it have to be mandatory implemented. See? Before a certain thing take place at the time of Jacob's trouble. But we know that Israel, sometime soon, Israel and Iran is going to war. And this war is going to escalate more and more, see? Until it eventually come a thermonuclear war. But there are prophecies that are supposed to happen first. Salaki, I'm just get another precept just to get, a little more edification on this thing. It says Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 1, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the sun. See? So everything, there's a time and a purpose to everything under the sun. See? Under the heaven, Salakia, not sun, under the heaven. So guess what? Where are we? We are under the heavens. See? So there's appointed time, and the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has set it, see, for a time to come. See? Jump to verse 8. It says, a time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. All these things are going to happen. All these things have been happening on the earth. No, we're in a time of war. See? And afterwards, there's going to be a time of peace. After the destruction of this kingdom, the time of peace is going to come for our people, which are so-called Negroes, Native American Indians and Latinos, and the descendants, and the tribes that are scattered abroad. See? That's the time when the kingdom is going to be established. See? Starting with Yahushua as the head above, under Yahweh anyway, and coming down under King David, the disciples, the 12 apostles, and the 144, which is going to be the government body in that time. But now we're in the time of war, and the appointed time for that is being played out all over the earth. You see where the beast ate in the whore, then is another prophecy going back to Revelation 17:16 and on. Then, yeah, we see this. We see the signs that are being prepared for the MOTB, which is the mark of beast. So it has an appointed time. It's been pushing the earth right now. See this device that they want to implant in the people of the planet to have you under full control. See, we see the time of Jacob's trouble is being pushed, especially in America. That's where Jacob's trouble is gonna be. That's where Jacob's trouble is gonna escalate, man. Because we see where ICE is going out. See, the ICE agents, and right now ice is all over America. I'm talking about literally ice, snow. So there are pestilence, eels blasting all different times. See? So Egypt is under plagues as we speak in this time, man. And that's spiritual Egypt, which is America, is under plagues right now. See? The plagues of ice agents, the plague of ice, which is the snow, storms, see? Disease, pestilences, flus, all different type of pestilence coming up in according to what the scripture has written. Matthew 24, Luke 21, 2 Ezra 16, 15. All these scriptures, man, are playing out. See? The Lord has speak now in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I'll put in their mouth. And the Lord is the one that put these prophecies in our mouth to speak unto his people and to give you warning from his mouth. And that's what we as men of the Lord is supposed to be doing now. See? And that is what I am doing now. Bringing the words of prophecy to edify the elect. Alright? So there's to everything is a time and a season. And the appointed time is nigh at hand. And one of the main reasons why the MOTB, Jacob's trouble, and going back to Revelation 7, then gonna get that scripture soon, because they always bring it out. Sure, it's a certain thing, event not gonna take place until certain prophecies fulfill. It says many words, zero. This is from RT News, and it says many words, zero missiles. Why Israel retained from striking Iran? See? It says, "Oh, Western Jerusalem balance tough rhetoric, diplomacy, and the risk of regional war." All right. It says, amid rising tension surrounding Iran, the U.S. Navy, that's Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier, and its strike group entered the Indian Ocean on Tuesday. That's Tuesday. That's actually about 3 days ago. See? So they are preparing for an attack. See? So the Lord Yahweh said in Joel 3 and 9, prepare, I proclaim you this amongst what? The Gentiles are the other nations. See? That are not of Israel. See? Prepare this among them. Prepare war. Rise up the mighty men of war. See? Bleed your plowshares into I'm just bring out that precept to butcher this the precept like that. You see? I'm just want to go into this lesson quick, and let's get it over. This is Joel 3 and verse 9. It says, proclaim me this among the Gentiles. There's all these other nations, men. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. And that's happening now. All these nations are assembling, to go to war. Down into what? The Valley of Jehoshaphat, down in the Middle East. And that's where the US is sending in soldiers. Because if you go to Joel 2, the Lord said, I remove the northern army far from thee and put them into 2 and 20 into a land barren and desolate. And their sting shall come up. So a lot of these military men from the United States Army, from Israel, are going down in the Middle East, and a lot of them are gonna get deleted or perish down there, man, via a lot of these missiles and these military men from Iran and its allies that are in the region, man. Because they are preparing to attack Iran, and Iran is being prepared as well all over the region. So there's gonna be a great slaughter. down there in the Middle East, man. And that's the valley of decision, as the scriptures refer to. See? It says, men, draw near, let them come up. It says, beat your plowshares, let the weak say I'm strong. These military, these countries that used to say weak are making tough talks against America, man, right now. See? Even some small countries um coming up against America, man, making tough talks. Like look at Greenland. See? Everybody's been prepared for war. See? Look at the Greenland situation now. The countries in Europe going up against America, like France, Germany, Denmark. They're talking tough against America right now. See? So the weak nations are saying that they are strong because everybody have defense and back it. Iran, yeah. Assemble yourselves and come all ye Eden, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord. And the mighty ones are going out into the angels. Because the angels are the ones who are preparing this ultimate battle, man. See? This ultimate battle. See? Let the Eden be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is in the Hebrew word Yahawashaphat, which means Yahweh's judgment, the Lord's judgment. This is the Lord's judgment, and it is for an appointed time. It says, for there will I sit to judge all Eden round about. Yeah? It says, so that is where the Lord is bringing out these Eden to judge them, man. See, these nations, down in the Middle East, the valley of Jehoshaphat, this valley of Yahawashaphat. See? To judge these nations because they have what? Fought against his people and destroyed his people, destroyed his heritage, Israel, which are the so-called Negroes, Native American Indians, Latinos, that are dwell over here, mostly in the West. These are the Lord's people, men. And we have Israelites scattered abroad all over the world, man. So, for what they have done unto his people, and to his planet, and to his earth, see? They have caused a lot of hurt. So Yahweh Hashem Yeshua is going to judge all these nations, man. Bring them down in one place to judge them. So that's why you see these nations are gathering military equipments down in the Middle East, man. Via starting with America and Israel to go up against Iran. He says, all right, the stripe group includes destroyers, USS Sprance, USS Michael Murphy, and USS Frank Peterson, equipped with Tomahawk cruise missiles, in which highlights the group's strike capabilities. Then on board USS Abraham Lincoln are 3 squadrons of multi-role F-18 fighters and a squadron of 5th generation F-35C jets, enabling the carriers to perform a wide range of missions from power projections to precision strikes. So these are things that are being prepared. See, that's why the scripture Revelation 6:4, it actually says, a red horse, and he that sat upon him. See? And it says a mighty sword was given unto him. Red, the horse means power. And the red represent Edom, Esau, Edom. See? And in this case, see, America is the head of that military strike. It says, scripture says, a mighty sword was given to him to take peace from the earth. See? So, and the main one of the main protagonists right now with that mighty sword is what? Donald Trump. And his sole mission is what? Is to take peace from the earth, man. And he's doing it. Then he's going up against every country with the war rhetoric. Then, but guess what? Who control this? Who control him, man? Yahweh Bashem Yashai. See, scripture, Proverbs 21 and 1. It said the king's heart is in the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yashai. And like the rivers of water, eternities whatsoever. So we basically the king's heart represent the king's mind. Because the word heart go back to the Hebrew word lab, which means the mind. So the minds of these men are being controlled by Yahweh Bashem Yashai to fulfill his will. Then, according to the Jerusalem Post, the aircraft carrier and its strike group are expected to arrive in CENTCOM's areas of responsibility within 5 to 7 days. This doesn't signal the start of an immediate military operation. However, the deployment is meant to increase strategic pressure and give Washington more space to political military decisions. See, it's crucial. It says it's crucial to note that the strike group is testing specifically. It's heading specifically towards the Middle East, while its arrival there does not automatically imply the use of force. It raises the stakes and bolsters Americans' position as a key external player in dealing with Iran. See it? They are there. See? It's a key external player in dealing with Iran. So they are going to fight Israel war for them. So the scripture, Jeremiah 49, is a prophecy. 49 and 20 is a prophecy. The least of the flock shall draw them out, because America is the whore and America is Israel's bitch. See? The Israelis bitch. See? And he's drawing and the bitch is going to stand up for its man. See? At this point in time. See? It says at this stage, the role of Israel warrants separate consideration in expert and media in media circles. There's a growing narrative that Israel is ready to engage in a new conflict with Iran. Yet many of these responses may be fake or politically motivated. It says it's true that Israel remains the primary and systemic adversary of Iran in the region. It says it has never concealed this fact. Israel flags are frequently seen at Iranian diaspora rallies across Europe. See? Canada, the US, and Australia alongside flags Australia alongside flags of the former monarchy of Iran, West Jerusalem, consistently supports the anti-Iranian opposition agenda. Yes, you see it. So basically, Israel is the main protagonist behind whatever is taking place down there in the Middle East, man. And their aim is to go at Iran. And it's not just their aim, it's all in the will and power of Yahweh Hashem Yashai for this to happen. See? And how we know is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yashai, because the Lord tells us to look out for these things. Revelation 7:1, it says, and after these things I saw 4 angels standing at the 4 corners of the earth, see, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the seas, nor on any trees. See? And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, which is the seal of the living God. See? And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it is given to earth the earth and the sea, saying, earth not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads of our God, in their foreheads. And talking about the servants, it's talking about the elect. See? The 144,000. And it goes down and tell you in the precept on the 144 of where? The nation of Israel. No other nation under the earth. So all who come with the rhetoric that the heathens are gonna get saved, no. If you're not an Israelite, you cannot get salvation. No. The only reason why these heathens are going to be survived in what is coming is because they're gonna survive to go into slavery. Starting with the main protagonist, Esau, Edom. See? They are the main ones who's gonna survive to go into hardcore slavery. The most out of all the heathen, men, they're gonna get it the worst. See? And this is how we know these things, man. Because the Lord has what revealed his secret unto his servants and prophet. So the reason why you see Israel is not attacking Israel, it's not attacking Iran full out as yet, is because these prophecies have to be fulfilled. See? The sealing of the servants. We're in the time now we're gonna see the influx of brothers coming in. See? So you know the elect is gonna come in, it's gonna roll in more and more. So the sealing of the elect, the servants of Yahweh Hashem Yashai, see, has to take place. The MOTB, Jacob's trouble is gonna go off. See? So they are deploying forces down there in the Middle East. See? To get this thing, man. So and each them are each. And them not each because them I said I'm gonna do it on such and such a time. It's because Yahweh Hashem Yashai as an appointed time. The Lord said, let all things done decently and in order. See? That's 1 Corinthians 14:40. Yeah. And it is even said before that we must go covet to prophesy. See? So that is what we're supposed to be doing, man. Ecclesiasticus 39:1. It says, he that giveth it mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, then would seek out all the wisdom of the ancients and be occupied in prophecies. And that's why we know, because we're occupied in prophecies and basically looking for these things to come to pass for a very long time, man. See? So with that, I just hope this lesson was edifying to the elect of Yahweh Hashem Yashai, and hope, was edifying to the elect, man. And hey, keep pushing, man, because we are at the end. We are close to the end, man. The vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. It's there. So all the brothers, Yeah, keep pushing. So that's all I give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yoshai, Bashem Kodash. Yeah, and double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Great Stone. Peace and salutation to the elect. Shalom.